What's up? Welcome back to my channel, or for the first time if you're new, I'm Sylvan, and today I'm going to be reacting to Honkai Star Rail's Golden Epic trailer, Farewell Cyrene. I am so intrigued about what this might be, just based off of what we were seeing in the Myriad Celestia from the other day. Immediately, the name Farewell Cyrene sounds to me like a parallel to Farewell Amphorius, which we got at the end of that Myriad Celestia trailer when seemingly Amphorius was being deleted. Immediately, it just makes me think that perhaps it is going to be a case where we cannot save both Cyrene and Amphorius. It is one or the other, and almost certainly Cyrene would make the sacrifice of herself so that Amphorius can live on or be reborn, as at least one of you in the comments suggested as an idea in that video. But regardless on just even that alone, I can't wait to get into this, so feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoy the video, leave a comment on your thoughts, consider becoming a channel member if you want to support me just a little bit extra, and let's get into this. What do you have in store for us, Cyrene?
3, 2, 1, eyes open.
Okay.
Oh, the shooting star didn't arrive.
We're back in Ides
I know it
Elysiae,
might appear next time.
though at night. Rarely do we see it at night.
I need to be prepared.
Okay.
Where should I start the story this time?
Ooh, fine
Do you
on.
like this one?
Okay.
Romance and reason, working together as an unstoppable force, or
God,
a contest
who would have
between
thought?
kings, with both law and strife, raising the first banner of war.
Interesting.
I see life and death never parting, so that the world has twice as much warmth.
All of these
I
events
also
that
see
didn't
the Holy
happen.
Maiden of Twilight, returning upon a rainbow in triumph once again. The tides rise and fall, with the ocean's songstress walking toward new life.
Again and again. That's
And
repeating in the
two beating
background.
hearts are finally honest with each other.
All of these things that we wish could have happened
All these warm tales
aren't real.
still end with some small regrets.
Nothing is perfect in Amphorius. Nothing can be
Only ever has
Yeah.
one course. Could this be
the end of it all.
just an overly naive dream? Could you give me more time?
Are we
This
naive
place won't be forgotten.
to think we can
It
save
shall fade
Amphorius?
when the flowers bloom, for every ending begets a beginning.
Yes. That is the other thing.
Then
It never ends.
let's try this. Erase time from eternity.
Erase time from
And
eternity.
leave a blank space for the final story.
Without time, nothing can begin, nothing can end.
Hi, long time no see.
All of the
Where
Cyrenes.
should I start this time? Let me share a creative tip with you.
Shattered
Goodbye
across
means
time, perhaps?
Hello. All right.
Goodbye means hello.
It's your turn. At the very end. Come imagine with me.
Imagine a story.
Blue starry skies.
Ah, the
just
real
like
sky.
my first hope. Would the shooting star come in like this? Or this?
Dreaming of
Pity.
the real
I probably
sky.
won't be around to see it. But we'll definitely meet again.
Oh.
In the distant future.
The color
Then
fading.
it's set. When the time comes, please once again call me Cyrene, okay?
Okay. There's the shooting star. It came, even if she wasn't there to see it. This is very interesting. It's much less in our face with the lore and such as the Myriad Celestia was, but there is a lot here, I think. We begin and open with Cyrene as we have known her, looking up to the night sky, laying in the fields of Ides Elysiae. This idyllic, hopeful place. The memory of this beautiful, idyllic life. The tragedy of it being lost. The hope, no matter how naive, the belief, the determination that it can be found again, that it can be returned to someday. That is what Ides Elysiae has been, but we've always seen it in the day, with the dawn shining. Dawn has not yet come. It is the night, and it is here that Cyrene waits, where she dreams of a shooting star in the sky, something new, something brilliant, something that can achieve this naive hope of hers. And despite her wishes, the shooting star does not come. But she isn't sad, she isn't upset, at least not visibly so, because she believes it will come someday, it will come eventually. She just has to be there ready for it. And that on its own truly encapsulates Cyrene as a character, I believe. Whether it's the night sky not having shooting stars, or Amphorius, this world that she wishes to protect, these people she wishes to see happy, always ending in death and destruction and tragedy, she believes a better day can come, and it will come, and she just needs to be there ready for it. The shooting star will be there. A happy ending for Amphorius can be found. She just has to be there. And because she believes truly that it is the case, that the happy ending is out there, that this shooting star will come in time, she can smile even when it has not yet come. Even when she opens her eyes and sees nothing but death, she can keep smiling because she knows this is not the end. It will come. I know it will. I believe it will. But she needs to be prepared for it. She can't just sit back and do nothing just because it will come. She needs to be prepared for it, to seize it. And so she begins the story again. Her role in Amphorius has never been that of the person who ends the story. That has been Phynon every time. Phynon has been the one searching for a new ending, the one fighting against it all to find that happiness, that good end, the new dawn upon tomorrow where everyone can be happy. Cyrene, on the other hand, has been the one chronicling the tale. She is the beginning. She begins the story in hopes that Phynon and the other Chrysos heirs will find a way towards that happy ending. And so she then tells us of countless stories in Amphorius, of the happiest outcomes between all of the Chrysos heirs, whether it be romance and reason. Aglaia and Anaxa, the two people who have never seen eye to eye and are constantly bickering, working together, joining forces, and being unstoppable because of it. Or alternatively, a contest between kings, a version of events where Cyrene and Terravox live long enough to stand in the same arena with Maide. For these kings, these conquerors, to meet face to face, something that never was able to happen before. But perhaps one of the happiest and the most heartwarming of them all being life and death never parting, Casterus and Polixia being together, and thus the world having twice as much warmth. A world where sisters need not separate, need not be torn apart. She also sees the Holy Maiden of Twilight, Hyacine, returning upon a rainbow in triumph, not needing to merge with the sky, returning to her friends and allies. Trianne's still alive in this version of events. And even Hycelin's, the ocean songstress, is able to walk towards a new life. She's able to put down her blade, return to the seas, and make something of her own. But it's through all of these happy events, all of these happy versions of what could have been, we have this echo whispered behind us and around us again and again, a hinting towards the repeating cycle of Amphorius. This story has been told over and over and over. Every time it ends, it just begins anew. Even the happiest of endings cannot be maintained. But we continue to bask in the just beauty of what the happiest version of things could be. Rather than dying separated from each other, never being able to finally be honest, Aglaia and Cypher were able to be there with each other, able to tell each other truly what they feel, what they think of each other, what they've been carrying with them all this time. And of course, I think is a bit bittersweet because it seems like this moment is also Aglaia's death, but it's far more comforting that Cypher could be there with her in her final moments, and there could be some level of peace for both of them in that. But at this point, the fantasy cannot be held on to any longer. All these warm tales, no matter what, still end with some small regrets. Even the happiest, kindest, gentlest version of Amphorius ends tragically. There will always be regrets. There will always be lives cut short. There will always be just tragedy. If fate only ever has one course. If tragedy is the destiny of Amphorius, could this just be an overly naive dream? Could my belief in a happy ending, my belief that this shooting star will come, it's the one moment of true hesitation, of true questioning of her beliefs that we have seen from Cyrene. But even as she questions this, her own voice layers on top of it, saying, "Could you just give me more time, please? I know the star will come. I know that this happy ending can be found. I just need more time. This one loop I lived through isn't enough. We must try again. Amphorius will not be forgotten. I will not forget it. I will cherish these memories. I will love these people. I will hold on to it as hard as I can, not letting it slip from my grasp. And as all these motes of light draw into her hands representing Amphorius and its people, we have this concept of life and death, beginnings and endings, and how they flow into each other introduced. You shall fade when the flowers bloom. The ending of Amphorius is at the same time its next beginning, and this is what Amphorius represents. This is what Amphorius is. This infinity symbol, this never-ending loop. The beginning and end point are the same. And it's here with this extra time that these loops enable, these cycles that we have seen so much of, that she has the time to try. She has the time to believe. She has the time to dream, to hope, to imagine a better future. And so she erases time from eternity. From Amphorius, time is removed. She was to be the demigod of time, the wielder of its core flame, and yet she removed herself, enabling this cycle. A representation of the kind of sacrifices she is willing to make in the name of saving Amphorius. She's done it once before, removing herself from everything. And that leads me to the thought that I doubt she wouldn't do it again if it was for a true salvation of Amphorius, rather than just the hope of maybe that someday coming. I believe she'd do anything, even if it meant her complete and total erasure. But in doing so, in removing time from everything, she leaves this open spot, this blank space for the final story. By leaving the story unfinished, she can hold on, she can wait until what is needed for this happy ending comes. And it's with this that this image of Amphorius cracks until it shatters, and then we are shown countless silhouettes of Cyrene, which speaks to me as this idea of her shattered across time, shattered across the existence of Amphorius, not taking part in the cycles, but still existing, fragmented, separate from it, holding on to enable this process, but inherently broken into pieces herself in the process. And as we have these layered lines with each of these versions of Cyrene, we once again have a line speaking to the idea of these cycles, of an ending being another beginning. Goodbye means hello. And I think this is actually a very important line. This teaser is called Farewell Cyrene, and at the end of the last Myriad Celestia trailer, we had the phrase Farewell Amphorius. But if goodbye means hello, if an end is just a beginning, what's a different word for goodbye? Farewell. Maybe we are saying goodbye to Cyrene, we are saying goodbye to Amphorius, but it is just so that we can say hello to the next version. The Amphorius we know and love and lived through part of may die, may end. We may need to say goodbye to it, but it will be reborn, perhaps with a happier ending. And we may need to say goodbye to Cyrene. We may need to bid farewell to our companion, our partner throughout this journey in Amphorius. But once again, it may just be so that she can be reborn as something else, something new. And it's with this statement, with this line, this idea that the end is a beginning, goodbye means hello. She turns to us. It's our turn now. At the very end, come imagine with me the true starry skies. Not this facsimile that Amphorius is trapped in. Not these false skies, but the real stars. The place we have journeyed. Imagine what they look like. Imagine what they will look like once we see them again. Just like her first hope. She hopes for that shooting star. She dreams of that true sky. But she asks us to imagine it at the end, because she will not be there for it. She doesn't believe so, at least. But just like at the beginning, where she was looking up at the sky, saying that the shooting star will show up when I open my eyes, only for it to not. She is not sad, she is not upset, because she knows it will be there someday. And now she approaching her own end, recognizing that her end is coming. She's not sad. It's a pity that she won't be able to see it, but she knows it will come. We will be there to imagine it for her. We will be there to see it when it comes. And that is what is most important to her. But once again, even if she will not be there to see it, even if we have to say goodbye to her, even if she has to say goodbye to us, we will meet again. This goodbye leads into another hello. It may not be her exactly as we knew her. It may not be her exactly as she knows herself, but it will be her, and we will see each other again. We will meet tomorrow. And all she asks is that when that time comes, when we meet again, once again, call me Cyrene. Regardless of who I am, who I've become, call me by my name. Call me Cyrene. Remember me as you knew me, and say hello to the new me as if it were all the same. And it's only now, as she fades out with this request of us, this wish from us, that her shooting star arrives. Her hope of a better future comes, with just that hint that a brighter future is just around the corner. It does an incredible job of practically telling us, in my mind, where the story will end. We've been told Amphorius will be a heartwarming story, and despite that, we have been seeing again and again how everything is just leading to destruction, how everything is just leading to tragedy, how nothing can escape this fate. Everything leads to tragedy. Everything is horrible by the end. No one can escape it. Amphorius will end, and we will not be able to stop it. We will have to say goodbye. But just like all those cycles, just like every single loop that the Chrysoseirs held on for, there will be a new Amphorius, a new Cyrene. Even if it is not exactly the same as we remember it, even if they do not remember us, Amphorius will live on. It will be reborn. We will have to say goodbye, but for the sake of saying hello again. And to me, the way that will take form, I think, my best guess right now, is that Cyrene, as we know her, will die or end or stop existing in the form she does, whatever exactly you want to call it, so that she can be reborn in her playable form, in this new version of her that has the power to end the tragedy of Amphorius and transform it and create a new Amphorius without that tragedy. Sever it from destruction. Let the destruction consume Amphorius and then itself, so that she can create a new, better version of it without it. I think that is where my sense of where things are going is right now. We'll see how accurate that is once it actually comes out, but that's, I think, where things are leading. But before I go, there's actually quite a bit here in the description that I want to touch on. That's home, scent of wheat, humming beetles, elder's blessing, the great tree, wood grain, and at the doorway, a haystack for bed, naughty kids, wooden carving, eyes, glowing flasks, forbidden books, fingers soaking wet shoe heels, needle and thread, grass wrapped around fingers, little pony ride, colorful bubbles, song, unfinished song, half a pearl, tale, talking mountain, soil, paper planes, that little braid, a massive door, flags, rust on the scales, a throne, night, clever eyes, a dim mirror, hide and seek, stolen prizes, grapes, creaky wine cellar, scars of honor, spices, Antilla flower, hugs, more hugs. Finally, light, blinding light, red light, hazy light, light that runs towards me from the past. A shooting star, two shooting stars, non-existent shooting stars. Everything about this world, even the tiniest details, I want to tell you all about it. This really is speaking to Cyrene's love of everything Amphorius. Her investment in this world, in its people, in its every sensation, everything about Amphorius. About the life she lived there, about the life other people lived there, about the lives that could be lived there if it can continue. She holds so closely to her heart. She wants to tell us all about it, all of these tiny little details. And honestly, that's just beautiful. I love it. With that though, I think I've said my piece on this one. So feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, leave a comment on your thoughts, and very special thanks to all my channel members, including Decisize and Pokelove101 at the normal tier, and Kondo Nano at the cool person tier. Really appreciate your support, as always, and I hope you all enjoyed. Bye-bye!